twice. Here it's called brainstorming JPG, while here it's called brainstorming JPG dash copy. And of course the last thing, I can choose a couple of creatives like this one, and this one, and click the add to new playlist. Now that means it's going to take me to the playlists tab and put all those creatives one after the other. Now I can do another thing. I can just, instead of doing actually pressing that button, I can just click the playlist tab and do it all from scratch. Now here I already have a default existing playlist. I can delete that. Let's delete that. We don't need that anymore. And I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to press the add playlist. I'm going to give it a name. Let's call it my cool playlist. And now I'm going to add a couple of creatives. So let's choose, for example, this one, this simple image creative. Let's choose also this blended creative. Watch, I can also filter here by images, movies, actually videos, or blended creatives, which are also called slides. Now let's pick a video. Let's take this one. I can click here, this X, to have this canvas a little bit bigger. And once I press the create, I have a new playlist. So inside this playlist I can do many things. I can change the duration of the slides, like this one. I'll change it from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. And let's say in case of this one, I can also drag it. I can drag it over here to be the last one. And if I click this little daytime picker icon, I can actually schedule the creative either to play between a date range or to play between time range, or if I'd like to play on certain days, for example, play between Monday and Friday, or playing the weekend, and so on. Very flexible. So this is a playlist. I can add another playlist by pressing the add playlist and do the same, give it a name, drag some creatives, and have more than one playlist. I can also duplicate a playlist or edit a playlist, and finally, if I don't need it anymore, just to delete a playlist or keep it. Now, another thing which is important to see and know is inside the creative. Now, I have a bunch of available creatives which I've just created, but I can also create a folder tree. If I just right click here in between the creatives, I have a pop-up menu which allows me to do a couple of things. One of them is create a new folder. So in this case, I've just created a new folder, which I'm going to change its name to my first folder. Update. And this is my first folder. I can drag a couple of creatives inside, like I can drag this one here. I can access it. I can also create subfolder inside a folder. I can see the folder tree, actually folder path, just here above those two buttons. I can, if I like, I can drag it back to the root folder. And that's about it. Once you have a playlist full of creatives, you can already send it to your players.